Hi, and welcome to Templates for Change 10-minute Turning Point series. This is number 2, and it's called Into the Vortex of Life's Real Treasures. My name is Christine Thompson, and I'm the presenter in this turning point. Do hope you enjoy it. Well, when you think of treasures, when we think of treasures, richness, where does one's mind go? Is it to ideas of wealth? Or if you think of a gift, what sort of idea does that conjure up? Are we talking about birthdays, wrappings, nicely presented luxuries? Well, this turning point is all about rethinking. What are the real treasures in life? The real gifts which make up part of being alive. So, what sort of things are we talking about here? Where do we start this turning around way of thinking? Well, how about coming right back to basics? How about looking at some of the things that are so much part and parcel of being alive for most of us that perhaps we hardly even think about it? How about the ability to move, to be able to walk, to run, to jump, to dance, to skip, to swim? For most of us, this is something that we do all the time, maybe take for granted. But here's a thought, just as a comparison. Trees and flowers have their roots in the ground. And although of course they do go through their growth cycle, they never move from the spot where they live and grow and die. It's just a thought. Well, what about the gift of sight, touch, communication? You look at this photograph, different nationalities, people from around the world, and yet all with eyes to see, all with hands which can touch one another, all part of that extraordinary ability to communicate from the inside of ourselves to the outside. And if any of you know somebody who sadly does not have sight, then I'm sure you'll have found, as I have, how much they appreciate all the other abilities they have to communicate. Because even when unfortunately someone doesn't have one of these abilities, the body somehow accentuates others to compensate. And one really does recognize the value that all of these interactive gifts really do have. Now, I'm sure any of you watching this could substitute your own photographs. The ability to smile, to have fun and humour in our lives, those great moments of hilarity, special times. And this is something that is a very human quality. And isn't it such a great part of helping life be less stressful and so very, very much more pleasant? Again, looking at something that is uniquely human. what about the gift of consciousness? That uniquely human experience. Now, we all know that all living life has an awareness, an innate intelligence, and this is something that I've got a huge respect for, and really feel that there is a mystery there that hasn't quite been fathomed. Just how intelligent all manner of life on earth actually is, and how humans are able to interact with other forms of life on the planet, sharing that intelligence. But we've got something extra. We have the ability to be self-aware, to reflect, to make changes, expanding our consciousness beyond our immediate environment. The ability not just to react to our current circumstances, but to be proactive, creative. And I think these photographs here, which show a young unformed child and an older person who's gone through their life, I think these photographs speak for themselves about that ability that we have to build our consciousness throughout our life. Now, thinking about these sorts of things now and again is one thing, and it's a useful thing to do. But remembering all these great gifts on a regular basis, perhaps a daily basis, makes for such a much more sweet and happy life. Just a few moments of thankfulness can change a day. It's such a great antidote for the times when life gets a bit tough, and it really does keep the glass half full. Now, doing this as a daily little practice, something that one does on a very regular basis, really can turn a life around. It's a bit like taking vitamins, because it builds up a reserve of strength, a kind of mental immunity, and really keeps fresh in us what a great gift it is to be alive, to be human. Well, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the 10-minute turnaround. If you want to find out more about our programs, do drop into our website. Thanks again for joining us, and bye for now.